educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish.
Hey everybody, today, oh my gosh, we have explosive news from Bobby Brown's sister, Whitney Houston's sister-in-law, Miss Brown, and whoa, she just really elaborated on some comments made by Jaguar Wright. So, without further ado, let's get into this tea. It is piping hot.
First of all, we know that the whole movie is a lie. I told you guys that. Everybody's doing things for money. Money. That's it. Money. Nothing else. That's it. Don't you gotta use your head. I am the only real person out here fighting for Whitney. Out of all the people that say they love Whitney Houston, and out of all the people that are her family and her loved ones, they know that I'm speaking the truth. But ain't nobody trying to fight like me. You understand? But at the same time, a lot of people, somebody said earlier, I was reading something and it said, on my Facebook page, they said, Pat does not fear God. And I don't think she does either. Because when you fear God, you're careful and mindful of things that you do. We're not perfect, but you're mindful of things that you do. You understand? And it's hard for me because as a person and a peacemaker, I have to sit here, I have to stand and talk about my people, the ones that I believe did this to Whitney, okay? And we all know that it's others involved. And I know many of you all say Clive Davis. I hear a lot of people saying that, yes. And I understand that. But when I speak and when I talk and when I do things, I can't come out here and point fingers at Clive and those at the top that are probably involved. But because I don't have evidence on Clive, I don't. And I don't care who says what. I don't have any evidence on Clive Davis doing anything to Whitney, but I do have evidence of others. Okay? And I mean, let's keep this real. A devil is going to be a devil. It's written in our books about what this white man that is in power, okay, is going to do to us and has done to us. See, I am not concerned about them because they did what they did. They're getting their A's for coming here and doing what they're doing to us. My aim is my people. I'm trying to wake us up to tell us not to do this to each other. Don't take no bribe. Don't let money be so important to you that you would kill your brothers and sisters. That's what's important to me. That is what Leolah is about. That's what my cry is about. To save my people. Okay? So don't think that I'm just out here scared to say Clive's name or something like that. No, that's not who I am. I don't fear anybody. But at the same time, I can't sit up and talk about people and my book really is about everything that happened to Whitney, the evidence that I have, what Whitney told me out of her own mouth. See, I'm not coming with just a little book, just talking. I'm coming with evidence too. When I tell you all that Pat Houston killed, Killed, my niece, Bobbi Kristina, that is true. She is the one that murdered Chrissy. Okay? First of all, how did she get power of attorney over Whitney's estate, or be put in a, how is she able to be put in a position to claim 50% guardianship over Bobbi Kristina as her father when a child's parents are gone and Chrissy's parents weren't gone? Bobby was still here. Why did Pat stand up and fight for Bobbi Kristina's estate to be over that with my brother Bobby? Fighting against him to be over his daughter's estate. At the time, Bobbi Kristina was in the hospital. They was conspiring, trying to get control over that estate. They went and hired attorneys and everything. They wanted the estate. Whitney's aunt called me and said, Lily, you are the only one that is supposed to be over Bobbi Kristina's estate. And the only reason I didn't fight with my brother, because I didn't want to do that to him at that time. He was mourning his daughter. He had just lost Whitney. I didn't want to be in the media fighting against my brother for his daughter that he brought in the world. Money don't matter to me. And I begged my brother. I said, Bobby, just please save her. I'll stand down, but just save her. Make sure. Because at that time, she was so upset that Bobby was spending every dime of his own money to save his daughter. Yes. Most of that money didn't come out of Whitney's estate to pay for Chrissy's hospital bills. Bobby Brown was paying for that with his own money. Bobby said, I don't care what it costs. I'm going to save my daughter. But Pat wanted her dead. Why are you wasting money to save her? How dare you? What if your daughter, Pat, was in the hospital? What would you do to save her? Okay? And there was no plug, you all, for Chrissy. No. There was no plug being pulled. Bobbi Kristina was looking at everybody just like I'm looking at you. Yes, she was wide awoke. She had come through that coma, making progress, trying to come home. Okay, that's why I'm so upset, even to this day. Because my niece strived and struggled hard to live. She wanted to live. Yes. Anyways, okay, the movie. We all know that was a big lie. I knew Pat was going to try to make Bobby look bad. You know, they always try to make Bobby Brown look bad because he is a real good man, okay? He was for Whitney. And they didn't like that. The real reason why they murdered Whitney was because they knew. Well, the real reason why they murdered her so fast. Because they knew that she was getting ready to marry Bobby again. Yes, you guys, Whitney and Bobby was getting ready to get married again. But hold on, enough is enough. Pat can be seen if you listen to what she's saying. She don't really know that much about Whitney. She pushed her way in, trying to do things for Whitney. And the only reason why Whitney was using her, because Whitney was trying to keep food on her brother's table. By using Pat to do certain things. But that's the only time you see Pat with her at the end. The night before Whitney was murdered. You see Pat in pictures. Why are they just showing you all that? Bobby is a good provider. But I am so sorry. I have to say this. Bobby's wife, Alicia, was sent in to him. Yes. Somebody sent that woman in. And they threw her on Bobby and said, hurry up and do what you got to do. Because Whitney and him are getting ready to get married. Yes. And I think that they knew that Whitney's phone was tapped. I think that they had Whitney's phone tapped. And they knew that Whitney and Bobby had been on the phone talking about, getting married again and stuff. Because they had just taken Chrissy to dinner 2 weeks before they found Whitney in that hotel. And they made the announcement that they were getting married again. So yeah. So they wanted her. They didn't want her to leave that hotel. Yep. Jaguar Wright, my sister. I don't know all of what Jaguar Wright says. Might take my hat off to her. I love her. She is my sister. She is right when she says a lot of things, but there was only one thing that I said, you know, I have to, and I would like to talk to her to let her know. I don't know where she got the message from that Whitney was doing a tell-all. She was not doing that. Whitney wasn't into books and stuff. Whitney did not care about writing a book. She really wasn't. Whitney was more concerned with spending the rest of her life off somewhere with Bobbi Kristina and my brother Bobby. She didn't want nothing to do anymore with the music industry, to be honest with you. She just wanted to sing gospel. She really did. She wanted to sing gospel. That's what she wanted. Whitney loved God. She loved God. And I have something to tell this whole world about Whitney Houston and how she repented with God before she left this world. Oh yes, God came for her. Oh. What else did I want to say? Another thing, you guys, I don't believe that a drug dealer, people keep saying that. Jaguar Wright, you were saying that Ray J let the drug dealer in. I don't know about that story. I don't. But I do know Ray J was there. Ray J was there. That little girl, Brandy, that calls herself Whitney's goddaughter, she was never Whitney's goddaughter. No. Whitney never said she was her goddaughter. She came in Bobby and Whitney's family. She knew Bobby. Bobby was calling her his god, or she was calling Bobby her godfather at one time. But Whitney did not trust Brandy. No. Whitney told us that Brandy Burnside and her mother these words came out of Whitney's mouth to us, not just me. A few of my family members, even my sister Tina knows this, that Brandy and her mother was trying to get money out of her. They told her they was homeless or something in LA and they was going through a lot, and that's what Brandy was trying to do. But Whitney didn't trust that girl for some reason. And I want you all to take a look at that video at that hotel in the back when they found Whitney's body. There's a video of Brandy Raffles is directing traffic. Brandy is in the car waiting for Nick or Ray J, they say, or both. Okay? And I got a lot of other stuff coming out about that. Okay? But look at the actions of Brandy. Now, Whitney's body is just found, right? Her body they just found her dead. But Brandy's in the car laughing. And the way she is laughing and her body is positioned, I'm looking right at her. Because I study people. I'm looking at her body language and everything. And she's sitting there smiling like, come on, hurry up, we got away with that. That's the mindset that I felt that she had as she was in that car, waiting. She said, come on, hurry, come on, we in here now. Whitney's dead.
Sorry, dude.
I know, I saw it too. Check it out. That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Mom. All the
And
other.
I said that after I saw that. I said, somebody promised her something. Somebody said, if you do this for me, I can promise you a show. Ask anybody in my family. I said this way before Love and Hip Hop. I said, wait and watch. You will see Brandy and Ray J on a reality show. I said that. And sure enough, here they come. Yeah, I said that. Yep. But I don't believe it was a drug dealer involved. Whitney was on no drugs. So then why would a drug dealer be involved? But whoever was in that room attacked Whitney. And I believe it was more than one person. Yes, of course. And all of the people that were present were Pat Houston, Gary Houston, Brandy Burnside, Ray J. All of them were there with Whitney. They know what happened to Whitney, you all. Don't let them tell you that they don't know. They know. In my last video, I talked about how Whitney was jumped. Yeah. Oh, because it's going to take a few of you all to take her down. Whitney was very feisty. And she wanted to live. She going to fight for her life. I told you all her security guy told me that room looked like a toy. Whitney fought for her life. Bobbi Kristina fought for her life. We're going to start with Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's body told anybody upon looking at it that it was foul play. Okay, don't get it twisted. No. Whitney Houston, I counted at least 10 gashes in her chest alone. She had marks up and down her legs. Her fingernails were chipped. Her face was busted out. It was blown up. Yes, as if somebody was punching her in the face. Whitney Houston fought for her life. Yes, she did. Excuse me. Let me have. Whitney had skin taken off her back. It was so many things wrong with Whitney. Tornado hit it. But where? I don't understand where he was. Because he's her security. You're supposed to be right there at Whitney's door. So, but he's also Pat's brother. So, did she lure him away from Whitney's door? You understand me? But when this book comes out and you all are reading what I believe happened and how, because I can tell you this, I know what happened. And I know how when Chrissy told us she was in her mother's bed. Don't forget that. Bobbi Kristina said she was in mommy's bed. She kept waking up. Whitney was there. Then she woke up that last time and Whitney was gone. So she gets up. She puts on her mother's clothes. She had to wear Whitney's clothes because the day before, when Chrissy woke up in the bathtub, she couldn't find none of her clothes. She said they had taken all of her clothes. Her floor was soaking wet all through her hotel room. So she had to run down the hall naked to her mother's room. So when she got to Whitney's room, Whitney's like, what the hell happened? Mommy, I woke up in the bathtub. Whitney's on the phone calling everybody. Wait a minute. Where's Pat? Where's Ray? Where's everybody? She probably called Gary, Ray, everybody. She even called Ray J. Remember Pat sat on Oprah and said she didn't answer Whitney's calls that day? Remember Ray J saying he regrets the missed calls? Remember Whitney interfering with Clive Davis and Monica and Brandy? And she, Brandy, Ray J's sister, Whitney interrupted while they were doing a live, some station they was on. But Whitney interrupted with Chrissy. She handed Brandy that note. Said, hi.
I'm just saying love it because I can't. I love it.
And pay tribute. Pay tribute.
This is my dad. It's my dad. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Mom, come see her. Come say hi to. Come say hi to your godfather. Come say hi to your goddad.
Clyde. Remember that? She only came to give Brandy that note for her brother. You see? Whitney's looking for them. She's trying to find out. That's why she had Chrissy on her side. Why was my daughter found in the bathtub? What did y'all do? Where's her clothes? But everybody ran from her. So Chrissy said she woke up that next morning and Mommy wasn't in the room. So she gets up and puts on her mother's clothes and goes down the hall. Finds out her mother's in her room. Gone. Whitney got up and said, to hell with this. I'm going to go find them. I know they're hanging out in Chrissy's room. I got it. Don't I, Pat? Oh, I'm smart. I'm smart, baby. I'm bad. Let me tell you something. Farrakhan don't make fools. It's easy to figure out what happened. And I know my sister. Okay? I know her. And why was you all staging the room? Pat? Gary? Y'all was in there running back and forth, taking things out, hurrying up before the authorities came? Why? What did you all do to her? Wow. Okay, but I'm just saying, y'all, and Brandy was in that car in the back of that hotel, pulling out. Don't forget that. Smiling. You wasn't crying that Whitney was dead, Brandy? And another thing, you all, Whitney did not sleep with Ray J, no. That's not what she told me. Ray J was not Whitney's type. Whitney Houston loved Bobbi Brown to the moon and back. Baby, she didn't see herself with another man ever. She told me, I don't want another man. I love me some Bobbi Brown. She loved Bobbi. Don't y'all let Ray J run around telling y'all that he's been with Whitney. He has not been with Whitney. Whitney had him around her, on her hip, because he was supplying with her needs then. Not sexual needs. No. Whitney wasn't with him like that. No.